Some people believe that people who read books can develop more in imagination and language skills than those who prefer to watch TV. Do you agree or disagree? While some people think that reading books rather than watching TV is more beneficial for one's imaginations and language acquisition, I contend that the role of the former in boosting intelligence and language ability is equal to the latter. On the one hand, books are instrumental in enhancing children's imagination and development. A kid reading a fairy tale with illustration will have to think, fantasize, and use their creativeness to comprehend ideas and reasoning, which in turn sharpens their mental skill. Moreover, reading books help to improve language skill. Spending time reading a book which is not written in our mother tongue leads to the development of the strong language base referring to its vocabulary or comprehending meaning of the word in different contexts. Besides, reading out a book for children is also an effective way to help them improve their communication skills, which is greatly stimulated as the kid grabs a spoken word and use it in daily conversations. On the other hand, watching TV is considered an important activity as reading in order to cultivate one's imaginativeness. Regarding its characteristics of program, firstly, when audiences watch a tourism channel, for example, they are exposed to a wide range of knowledge by seeing images of worldwide landscapes or field tests of specialty in various geographical regions. The broadcasting of quiz shows serves as an efficient learning tool for both children and adults who prefer taking challenges which involve critical thinking. Secondly, the role of the TV in boosting linguistic competence is pivotal. Recent English programs not only support audience to remember words easily by associating them with vivid images shown on the screen, but catch their constant attention with entertaining aspects. In conclusion, while the benefits of reading are undeniable, they cannot outweigh the role of TV in enhancing a person's imaginativeness and language skill. Language acquisitions, the process by which humans acquire the capacity to perceive and comprehend language, as well as to use words and sentences to communicate. Instrumental, very important in helping or causing someone to happen or be done. Fairy tale, a simple children's story but magical creatures. Critical thinking, linguistic competence, the system of linguistic knowledge. Pivotal, very important. Parents often give children everything they ask for and do what they like. It is good for children. What are the consequences when they grow up? Indulging children has been a common parenting problem in many modern families. From my perspective, this practice exerts some immediate adverse impacts on children and also results in long-term consequences for them. In the short term, it is possible that over-indulgence causes some delay to the process in which children learn important life skills. This can be seen in a variety of age groups ranging from toddlers to teenagers. For example, many overcaring parents spoon-feed their children until they are 5 or 6, the developmental stage in which they should have already been able to eat independently. There is also a common practice that parents assist their pre-adolescent children in taking a bath or a shower. As a result, children may fail to acquire basic personal hygiene skills at the right time. In the long run, the consequences are even direr. As over-indulged children grow up, if parents conditionally satisfy all the needs of the children, they may have inadvertently made the children become over-dependent on other people. When the children enter adulthood, the inability to live independently can cause some difficulties for them to maintain their overall well-being. For instance, they may be unaware of what to do once they catch a fever. Furthermore, it is a norm that overindulgent parents are lenient and do not require children to face the consequences of their misbehavior. In general, this deprives children of the opportunities to learn from the mistake, which may cause their problem-solving skills to be severely lacking in the future. From the issue outlined above, one can conclude that overindulgence may produce a number of unfavorable effects on children, including the delay in gaining crucial life skills such as self-feeding and the long-term consequence of lacking the ability to cope with problems as adults in the future. Other example benign. Today there is a growing trend among parents toward trying to accommodate their children's every demand and giving them more personal freedom. Accommodate មានន័យថា give ផ្ដល់ឲ្យ In this essay, I'm going to demonstrate how the child rearing practice is detrimental to children before arguing that its repercussions may reverberate in their adulthood. Detrimental មានន័យថា causing harm or damage មានន័យថា harmful. Reverberate មានន័យថា effect reverberate repercussion មានន័យថា bad effect ផលអាក្រក់ repercussions. Parents may wean their kids on an over-reliant lifestyle by fulfilling all of their wishes. Kids who are granted every request typically develop a habit of pestering and relying on their parents for everything. This dependence may deprive them of the motivation to strive in life, which may take a heavy toll on their school performance. For example, as the children become grown up, the inability to lead an independent lifestyle will cause them to struggle in many facets of life. For instance, people who are given generous allowance once they are small are unlikely to be able to budget and manage their personal finances. This is an example of adverse impact that parent overindulgence may have on small kids. In addition to spoiling children, entitling them too much personal freedom may also result in dire consequences. People's personality is shaped at an early age, and without parents' close supervision, children may be vulnerable to negative influences and adopt harmful habits. For example, many children use profanities from as early as primary school because their parents allow them to play video games at internet shops where cursing is the norm. This type of behaviors, which often elicits disobedience and recklessness, may be the precursor to an adulthood of crime. In fact, it has been shown that many criminals began rebelling and committing illegal acts from a young age as a result of their parents' negligence. This is a testament to how an unsupervised childhood may cause small kids to suffer serious consequences as they become adults. In conclusion, granting children all of their wish may do serious harm to their personal development, and thus this practice should be rejected to ensure a healthy lifestyle for the kids. Take a heavy toll on មាន bad effect on something. Some people think that work is the most important thing of people's life. Without the success of career, life becomes meaningless. To what extent do you agree or disagree? While it is accused that a distinguished career is regarded as the most pivotal thing in the person's life, I strongly believe that there are other factors which can make people's lifetime become meaningful. On the one hand, it cannot be denied that working plays an important role in one's life. According to an annual survey carried out in the UK, a person spends about 25 or 30 years on their occupation. Hence, working time accounts for nearly one-third of person's lives. So, if people obtain a worthwhile job that blooms, their lifetime is likely to be filled with human well-being. Additionally, the state of being stuck in an unsuccessful career may have a destructive influence on people's spirit. Those with a turbulent career or experience of job dissatisfaction could suffer from chronic stress and discouragement, which affects adversely their mental and physical health, as well as making them have a negative outlook on their lives. On the other hand, I contend that there are more desirable goals rather than a successful career to attain in our life. A vast majority of people pursue a meaningful life as helping others living in poor and underprivileged conditions. They spend most of their lifetime devoted to charity work. Furthermore, there are other people who do not enter workforce but seem satisfied with their lives. In some Asian countries such as Japan, dual income families are not as common as that in Western nations. Take Japan as a telling example. Men are often the breadwinners while women stay at home, take over the responsibilities relating to household chores and childcare, which makes them feel content as a well-established tradition. In conclusion, while undoubtedly people can benefit enormously from a glittering career, there are still a lot of significant factors which may enable them to lead a happy life.